Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. I'm Elijah, and it's the program that you're listening to. All right, let's get into it. Start the first banned from the Bible, 3 books in one. Enoch, Jubilee, and Hasher. Hasher first. Jasher. That's from the time we left the garden to, it's the testimony. The time we left the garden until we went in the promised land the first time. Jubilee is the prophecy, everything that was going to happen unto us. From the time we left the garden until this day. Enoch is everything that was going to happen for the world. In the world from generation to generation. Prophet for knowledge, wisdom, understanding, faith, patience, hope, charity, judgment, execution of righteous judgment, prophecy, doctrine, testimony of Solomon. Got to know the demons, what they're doing, how they're doing, who they are, where they are. You got to know your demons. Testament of the 12 patriarchs. That's why I'm here. The Lord God said, I'm going to send you Elijah for the great and dreadful day. And he's going to turn the hearts of the children back into the fathers, the hearts back into the children. These are come and strike the earth with a curse. So who are the fathers? The fathers are Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan and Naphtali, Gad and Asher, and Joseph and Benjamin. So when you go to pick up their book and read it, the exaltation, testaments of the last time, a prophecy, everything is in that book, and all that's about us. Everything is about us. And they try to leave us up. Good, it's a good inheritance that they left us. Very good. Yeah. Sure there. Then those books makes up what? The Holy Bible. That's what it makes up. So I hope you understand things that the Lord God gave me to give to you. Then we have this book. This is not a book. This is a message, Lord God. Not by might, nor by power, but by the Spirit, said the Lord of hosts. That's a message, Lord God gave me. And then, it got very important scriptures on there that the Lord God gave to me to give to you. Deuteronomy chapter 28, Deuteronomy chapter 7, Acts 2 and 38, Acts 19, chapter 2, Malachi chapter 3. So the Lord God gave me all the things. Listen, that's what we're talking about today. The Gnosis Gospel, Mary, Thomas, Mary, and John. So I told you they got some things in that book, in that gospel. It's not the Acts of John is not in the Holy Bible. It's not there. They have some things there in there, but basically it's not in there. So that's the Acts of John. And then, as I explained to you, the Holy Bible comes from somewhere. And I also explained to you what they did to the Holy Bible, because people always talking about Constantine, what he did and everything. Now you know. Now you know what happened. Go listen to the book and the hat. So you learn where these things come from. Everything comes from somewhere. It's a reason to purpose for everything under the sun. And you have to seek and search that out. So we have 2 dreams, but before we get into the dream, let me tell you something. And I hope you've heard one of these, but if you don't, this in the book of Hasher, yeah, the day that Father Abraham brought Isaac to be sacrificed. So that's the same day Sarah died. And so what Satan did, the same thing he's doing today. First, he went into a bad harsh story. Yeah. Sure did. Got all worked up. Then next thing he came back into it, so no, that was a lie. That wasn't true. So yeah. And then she died. So that's the same strategy he's using right now today. And them tanks, that's all they're doing is wicked and evil stuff. And you don't know what's going on in those tanks and what evil that they're working, but the Lord God knows. And then it comes out. Lord God shows you, see, like that parent stuff, what they call that? The parenthood, parent stuff. The way they give them abortions at. And first what they did was they told you they was taking it away. Yeah, Satan never changes his plans. He do the same thing. He haven't changed in the time he left the garden. And everything that he did, he's still doing it today. He haven't changed. Mm-mm. No, that's why the law of God tell you what a leopard change his spots. Can't do it. So he not gonna change the spots. He's not gonna change nothing. He's gonna keep on doing the same work. So what he did was, so now they told you they were taking what parenthood. I don't know, but I know they had abortions there in those clinics. So they told you they was taking that away. They wasn't funding that. That's what they told you. So next, what they did was they took it and put it all in one spot. So the spot that they got it in there, now they can take care of 4 states. Yeah, they got it under control. See, that's what this whole thing's about, under control. And you have to submit to it. You can't force it. Because if you force it, if they force you into it, then he's not God. So you have to submit to it. Yeah, because what the law of God gives us a choice. He just, he let you have that choice at first. That's what he does. That's how God operates. He give you a choice at first. Yeah, before he put the punishment and chastise, but it's going to be according to your works and according to your deeds. But anyway, so now they got control, and then when I listened to what they was doing, they got this movie called The Body Snatchers. It's an old movie. This one, I guess this movie made in the 60s. I think it was made in the 60s. Called The Body Snatchers. I see it a few times. And when I saw it when I was younger, bro, it really supposed to be a horror movie. It is. It really is a horror movie, but people don't, as you get older, you don't see the horror in it, but it's a horror movie. Where these people that they send stuff from outer space and turn it to a plant and start snatching your body. They did that version. Then they did another version like that on the X-Files. So all those things that they're doing is coming to pass. That's right. And so they got, at the end of the movie on the Body Snatcher, the man and the woman find it in one spot. Everything they're doing, find the whole operation. The whole operation was coming out of one spot. And they found out the spot that it was coming out. Yeah. And just like this thing with in the X-File, they had things all over, but they was in strategically placed to have control over everything. Like I told you, the dream that I had about the 10 manila envelopes, 10 people, 10, and that's the 10 kings. Yeah, that they gave charge over. Man, all them things coming to pass, the Lord God said. Our prophecy coming to pass also. And I tell you. And here a dream that I had. And this dream, most dreams, I'm telling you, these dreams are a year old, maybe more. Yeah. I was with a black attorney. We was in Atlanta, Georgia. We was working together and living in some apartment complex. We were talking about the Lord. We had a male child. He had a male child in his hand. My brother came first and held the baby and as him and myself was talking, he was exploring the case, explaining the case that he won and telling him about the Steele case. They almost had the law. Yeah, it's talking about a Steele case. They almost had the law outcome. They almost had a law outcome. So they completely desired, all right? So they almost had the outcome that they completely desired. It was a steel case though. It's about a steel case. He goes, he goes see the law concerning the steel law. So you know that's happening now. I told you these things come from what's happening now is that I'm in all this in Louisiana. So they got the steel, they shutting down a steel mill. That's what they're doing right now. And they're trying to get people jobs. Next, my sister came, she held the baby. So all these things, so when they talk about baby, that means that these things come and gotta grow up first. The baby gotta grow up, so that's what that means. So you see a baby in a dream, that means that it's coming, it's a baby now, it's small, it gotta grow up, it gotta mature. So these things now have to mature concerning the steel. Just keep watching. Right now it's I forgot the name of the steel company, but it's in St. John Parish in Louisiana. You can Google it, as they always do. Google it. Go on www.com. Yeah, www.tv.com or NOLA.com and see about the steel mill. So that's what's coming now. It then grew up. Now that's coming to pass. All right. So next, my sister came. She held the baby. So next thing gonna happen, a parent company, another steel company, gonna go out of business, and they're related. That's right. All right. I start telling about what the Lord has showed me and telling me. I say the earth is already being, yeah, all the earth has already begun to change. You can see the signs of it now. There are war, drought, famine, dirt. You know what dirt is. And as I was saying, these things, the Lord was showing me these things. As I was saying them, the Lord was showing them to me. I say you can even see the earth is splitting apart. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He took the baby and said, I have something to do. He had on a white T-shirt with blue shorts. He said we are doing something tomorrow, and was going to get me buy me some clothes. He was watching me. He was watching what I wear, because a lot of people see what I wear. They think I'm destitute. Mm-mm. Far from it. Far from it. Uh, so he wanted what he wanted me to wear, and he said, uh, "We have to meet some people." And I said, "Tell the people to ask me why I have on the clothes, and I will answer them." That's what I told him. And so tell the people to go ask him, and he will answer you. Tell why he's dressed like that. So that's what the Lord God said. So let's get into that. So people see me dressing, and they want to know, because they don't never see me with no other clothes on. They don't. Mm-mm. It's the reason, the purpose of everything under the sun. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So I'll tell you why I dress this way. Okay. Because I guess you saying the same thing. And you don't see nothing on the walls or nothing like that. Because the Lord God said that. That was the Lord God. Everything I do come from the Lord God. Some kind of way He sent me a dream or something and let me know. This is what I want you to do. And I don't ask no question. I just do it. And wait for the outcome. Wait for the blessing. That's right. So the clothes I have on are sackcloth. Yeah. That's what I have on, sackcloth. You know what sackcloth is? Do you? I'm just asking a question. Just a question. Do you know what sackcloth? A lot of people don't know what sackcloth. A lot of people, because when I first started out, I had it confused too. I confused burlap with sackcloth, and that's burlap. That's not sackcloth, and that's not what uh what that means anyways. So I don't worry about what people say and everything. Don't. Mm-mm. All right. So here we go. We do our father Jacob. And this Genesis 37 and 34. And Jacob rent his clothes and put sackcloth on his lines and mourned for his son many days. That's when Joseph had uh, with when Joseph had Joseph became a slave. Yeah. All right. So this is what the Lord want me to tell you. So I'll give it to you. Okay. This is Psalms 35. Now tell everybody go read Psalms 35. You're praying for your enemy. Go read Psalms 35. One of them anyway. Psalms 35. That's one of them. So we're going to Psalms 35, and we're going to see. We're going to start at verse. Oh man. I, oh man. All right. I want to read it all, but I'm not going to read it all. False witness did, starting at verse 11. False witness did rise up and laid to my charge things that I knew not. They reward me evil for good to the spoiling of my soul. But as for me, when they were sick, my clothing was sackcloth. I humbled my soul with fasting, and my prayer returned into my own bosom. I behaved myself as though they had been my friend or brother. I bowed down heavily as one that mourns for his mother. So, so that's one reason why I wear sackcloth. Come on now. Proverbs. Go to Proverbs. I'm saying Proverbs. Psalm 69 and 11. I'm going to start at 69 and 10. When I wept and chastened my soul with fasting, that was to my reproach. I made sackcloth also my garment, and I became a proverb to them. They that sit in the gate spake against me, and I was the song of the drunkest. But as for me, my prayer is unto thee, O Lord, in a acceptable time, O God, in the multitude of thy mercy, hear me, in the truth of thy salvation. So that's another one. So this what the Lord God gonna do to you. Yeah, the Lord God gonna do it. To see the way I'm dressed and how I look, you're gonna look way worse than this. You're gonna see. So we go into Isaiah chapter 3. I'm not reading all two. I'm going down to Isaiah chapter 3, verse 24. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 20. And it came to pass that instead of a sweet smell, there should be stink. Instead of a girdle, a rent. Instead of a well-set hair, balding. Instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth. And burning instead of beauty. Yeah, so we can go finish reading the rest of that. You should read all that, though. Yeah. All right, so I guess that's enough for you. Let me see. Uh, Well, Jeremiah chapter 4, this is going on. So, uh, for this gird you with sackcloth and mint how for the fierce anger of the Lord is not turning back from us. So, I want to start at verse 4, Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 7. The lion has come from the thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentile is on his way. He is gone forth from his place to make the land desolate, and the city shall be laid waste without inhabitant. For this gird you with sackcloth and lament and howl, for the fierce anger of the Lord is not turned back from us. And it shall come to pass at that day, said the Lord, that the heart of the king shall perish, and the heart of the prince and the priest shall be astonished, and the prophet shall wonder. So, so that's the day you living in. Yeah. So I made myself, as of Jeremiah 48, and know that's Jeremiah 48 is the one I just finished reading to you in Isaiah chapter 3. For every head should be bald. Well, let me see. Let's see if I can start that up. All right, Jeremiah chapter 40, verse 37. For every head should be bald, and every beard clipped, and upon all the hands should be cut, and upon the line sackcloth. So that's coming. So let me explain it to you. I'll explain this to you. So sackcloth, the reason why, you know, prophet of the last days, and it said tell you that I'm gonna be dressed in sackcloth. So I thought sackcloth was burlap. But sackcloth is not burlap. Sackcloth is just what it said. It's a cloth that's made out of with that hard, thick material. Material you can do just about anything to it, and it might fade and do all that stuff, but it gonna hold, yeah. And so rich people, when a poor man have on clothes, they call it poor man clothes is called sackcloth. Rich man clothes is called what? Fine raiment. But I don't dress like this for me. I dress like this for you. Yeah, because I'm mourning because God people are in bondage. And that's what King David said. When he was mourning, his clothing became sackcloth, and he mourned for his people. That's what he did. So, so that's what I'm telling you. So you don't have to take it like you can take it any way you want or how you want it. But all I can do is just tell you what's going on and why I dress like this. It's for you. This is for you, basically for you. And the Lord God told me to do it, and that's what I'm doing. All right. I was also going to Ecclesiasticus in chapter 29. In the Ecclesiasticus chapter 29, it goes along with why man, about begging and lending. And you shouldn't, it's truth. Every time you look around, they're having all these moistures for begging, cured cancer, and all those different things, and they have never done it. Because that's not what's truly going on. What's truly going on, you punishing them a certain lifestyle that they have become accustomed to. And so now, started off with one found out it worked, another one went to the next man stealing from him and evil. And that's why you have all these people. And the prophets and the preachers, they do the same thing. They do the same thing. Another thing I'm going to tell you about before I get into something is that they look on this program, they call themselves the Hebrew Israelites. Then they had the other ones, IUIC. I've still got something for them. They just don't know it yet, but I got something for them. And you look at them, they have all these things sitting on there, the chauffeur home, and I can think of that candlelight, what they call it, that thing with the 8 lights on it or 7 lights, whatever how many lights they have on it. But they like that. And I guess they got the Star of David too, which is the star god Moloch. Lord God didn't tell you to do that. And you did what you did was you didn't copy it off for you imitating those wicked Jews. That's who you are imitating. That's right. But I did learn something from it. I learned about Baruch. That's how you pronounce it, Baruch. I can take that. I can accept that. I can accept that. I told him, when Lord God want me to know something, you send somebody else that can see something to know the correct pronunciation of a word. He would do that. But in the meantime, see, man, y'all, what y'all done, you just change one tyranny for the next. That's all you're doing. You done came out the church house and started your own church. That's what you have done. But it's still evil. It's still evil. You might not think it's evil, but it's evil. Because you're not humbling yourself and wait upon the Lord. It was the Lord God asked you to do. He didn't ask you to do nothing crazy, nothing stupid. All he said, repent with your whole heart. Keep all my commandments and fall back into the bonds of the forever covenant. And I didn't read the forever covenant to you, and you should know the forever covenant now. And you should know that from Enoch on up to me, we have always kept the forever covenant. That's the forever covenant. It's the bond of forever covenant. So where you find that at? Where you find that at in the second chapter of Jubilees. So I listened to another brother Aim of Israel, and yeah, it's a lot going on. But what y'all are missing, this is what you're missing. You won't. There's no shortcut in this, and I'm telling you from experience. There's no shortcut in this, because if you don't take your time and humble yourself and repent with your whole heart and keep all the 10 commandments as the law of God, you're going to fall short of something. And God wants you to learn. That's what he wants you to do. He said he wants you to learn of his ways, but you're not doing it. These books and things I'm telling you, the law of God gave me. There's nothing that I've given to you that the law of God haven't given to me. Now, it's nothing that just all I can do is just tell it to you. There's nothing that I'm giving to you that the law of God haven't given to me. And like I told you, the law of God came in a dream or something. That's what he did. He came in a dream or something and gave me a book. Like I told you, and I'm going over this with you. I'll go over with you now. I'll give you another dream. How I got the book banned from the Bible. I'm going to tell you this again. I told you in another video, but I'm going to tell you how I got the book banned from the Bible. I already had the book of Enoch, and so the law of God made it for me to misplace the book of Enoch, because after I bought banned from the Bible, look, the law of God showed me where the other book of Enoch was, not compared the two, and they're two different books. Now you might not think it's two different, they're two different books. But anyway, so how I got the book of Enoch, I told y'all. I went in the storehouse, this storehouse was a meat market. When I was back at the back of the counter, looking at the meats and all, whatever, all the meats. Now, I can't tell you that I ordered meat. I can't tell you that. But all I can tell you that before I left out this, when I was going out this storehouse, the man came and had meat wrapped up in white paper. And he said, here, this is your meat. And he said, by the way, take this book also. So that's what he said. That's the dream. So the next morning, I gets up and I start reading. The people that are into the law of God, they read their Bibles just about every day. Yeah, they study the Bible just about every day. So now I'm reading the Bible. So the next thing I know, I'm getting to the book of Hashir. So as I'm reading Hashir, so it's Hashir chapter 10, verse 13. Hashir chapter 10, verse 13. Let me see if I can go to that. Get that right fast up there. So as I'm reading the Bible and everything, I said, man, I never heard of it. I never heard of this book before. I didn't. Look, Joshua chapter 10, verse 13. Let me see if I can. Joshua chapter 10, verse 13. So, yeah, so I had read this before, but I never, you know how things you do, you read stuff and you just go in on, you're not studying really, you're just reading for the story of it. So when you go back and study, you study everything, study every line, every tilt, every jot. So this was said, Joshua chapter 10, verse 13. The sun stood still and the moon stayed until the people had avenged themselves upon their enemies. Is not this written in the book of Jasher? So that time, say Jasher, Jashr, and the reason why, well, so soon the sun stood still in the midst of heaven and hastened not to go down about the whole day. I said, man, written in the book of Jasher. So I go and type in Amazon, type in the book of Jasher, and looking down, see which one I want. Then all of a sudden, I see the book of Jubilees. I said, man, what bad for the Bible? And I said, Jasher in Jubilees. I said, I never read the book of Jubilees before. And so that's what I did, all of the book. And banned from the Bible. And it came, and I already had the book Enoch. So what I did, I read the book of Jasher. And the reason why I say Jasher, because they had no J's back. And Hebrew letter didn't have no J. That come from the Romans. And so I just said to let you know that I know that there's no J in the Hebrew alphabet back then. Now, they might have a J now, but back then it did. And so that's why I pronounce it Jasher. You know, that's just for you. That's not for me. I can say Jasher just as good. Why? Because the Romans took over and they translated everything from Hebrew to Greek. So I'm just telling you. So that's where the J come from the Romans time. I can tell you that. So that's why I say Hasher and then Jubilees. So that's the reason why I say it. But anyway, so that's how I got the book. So man, when I read Hasher, man, I ran through Hasher first time and reading those stories. I said, man, and then everything I read in that Bible, in the book of Genesis and stuff like that, fell into order, fell in this place. And so then I went and read the book of Jubilees. Because I already keeping the covenant, because I know it's a covenant, because I read that in the book of Isaiah. But the Sabbath is a covenant. But I didn't know what the covenant was about. So man, then when I started reading the book of Jubilees, and I found out the significance and how important the covenant is. I read in the book of Hasher also. But when you get to the Jubilees, man, then you really see how important it is to keep the forever covenant and come into the binds of the forever covenant. So after that book, I said, man. And so I studied that book, I ate that book up. And then when I went to Enoch, it was like going to the book of Revelation. When I went to the book of Enoch, I had read the book of Enoch a couple of times. Some things I got, some things I didn't get. But after reading the book of Hasher and Jubilees, I got it all. And then when I went into the Holy Bible, man, the Holy Bible opened up to me so good. Man, I started understanding it all from the beginning until the end. So that's how I got that book. All right, then I got the Apocrypha. That's how I got the Apocrypha. So I went to sleep one night, but dream, the Lord God gave it to me. So in the dream, I was sitting in between two nuns. That's right. And one of the nuns asked me, because I was in the middle of it. And I was looking down, and I had this book in my hand. But it was like a script. It wasn't like the red cover now. No, it was like a script, like an old manuscript. That's what it looked like. And I read it, and then the nun asked me, "Say, what are you reading?" Yeah, and I didn't even know what I was reading. Then we turned it over, and it said Wisdom's Book. And she said, not the book of wisdom, Wisdom's Book. And she said, "Can I see that?" And I said, "Yeah." And she saw it and looked at it, and then she gave it back to me. So the next day, I wakes up and I said, Wisdom Book. And so I typed that in. Then it come out with the Apocrypha. I said, man, Apocrypha. And then I just do like I do. Go to Barnes and not Barnes. Go on Amazon, then Walmart. And then after that, I went to Barnes and Noble. I see Barnes and Noble might have it. I don't have to order it. So I went there, and then I went there and I asked the man, because when they see me, they don't have nothing to do with me, man. They think that I'm a bum. Yeah, they got that. There's nothing wrong with being a bum. There's nothing wrong with being destitute and out on the streets. Nothing wrong with that. You got to know the whole situation. But there's something wrong when you don't repent with your whole heart and keep all the 10 commandments. Because you can live out on the street all you want, as long as you keep the commandment, all the 10 commandments of God, and honoring it and keeping the covenant day. There's nothing wrong with that. Because all y'all gonna be doing it sooner or later. Now you don't have to believe me, but you're gonna see it. So just be patient. It's coming. It's coming. But anyway, so I go to Barnes and Noble. So now they don't want me there. No, they see me. And I ask them for the book. So they get on the computer and oh, we don't have that book. I said, okay, fine. So I go upstairs and look for it. And behold, they got the book. They got so many copies of the book. And then it's in the King James Version. That's right. So I already know how wicked Esau children are. Yeah, they don't want me there. They have a certain thing they have to pull up. And then the next thing I know, I hear on television, they closing down Barnes and Noble stores. Tell you, bro, I don't worry about what you do to me, because the Lord God The Lord God said, vengeance is mine, I should repay, and I'm his prophet. And I can certain thing I can say that come to pass right now. But I be humble and I just wait and watch the Lord God bring it to pass. So that's how I got those two books. And so how I got the Testament of Solomon came, you know, you hear voices. The Lord God said, no, they ain't gonna tell you his word. That's to be his word come forth. And King David said, in his word, give him hope. Yes, that was go to Psalms 119. Go read all of Psalms 119. If you want to know something, go read all of Psalms 119. It's going to teach you so much, especially if you keep the Holy Covenant. And then you see why I know so much more than those teachers, preachers, the ancients, and everybody. Because once you humble yourself and get in the bonds of that Holy Covenant, can't nobody do you nothing. And that's the joy and the wonderful works of being in the Holy Forever Covenant. That's a forever covenant. As long as we stay, I don't care what land we're in, what situation we're in, once we fall back in the bonds of the Holy Covenant, the Lord God have to honor his word. Why? Because God cannot lie. And why? We are his people. And he's not going to never turn his back on his people. He is married to us, just like he said. He is married unto us. And so you know how marriages go. Man, you can fight, do whatever you want. You might break up and come back together. Why? Because that's how marriages go. So that's why he tell you, I'm married to you. So I don't care what you do. And then, God separates. So he separates, put in the land, and go let them and see how he do you. Then you go over there and see how they do us now. You want to come back to him. So Lord God has a way of doing things, and I love it. Do I love it? Man, do I love it. But anyway, I digress. So on the Testament of Solomon, so it says seek out prophecy. So I'm seeking out prophecy. And if I finish reading prophecy, then I start listening to everything on YouTube. Yeah, when they say prophecy, I listen to it on YouTube. And so I was listening to the testament. This woman was talking about the Testament of Solomon. And I was trying to get it, but I said, man, I can't understand that. And then I like to study it for myself to see things that are missing and why these things are. And so that's how I got the Testament of Solomon. That's right. And then the next book that the Lord God gave me, the Testament of 12 Patriarchs. That's how I got that too. So he told me to seek out prophecy. So I'm seeking out prophecy. So this woman, oh yeah, and she reading about the Testament of the 12 Patriarchs, and I'm listening to it. Then I listened to it again and said, man, I gotta go get that book. Yeah, because it had prophecy in it. So next thing you know, I get that, man, that is everything. All about your people, everything about the last day, what's going to happen to us and everything. Because prophecy is doctrine. I made one of them videos out there. Prophecy is doctrine. So go, you know, this listen to it. And Joseph slavery, all that come from this. Everything is in this our father's lesson inheritance that nobody can never take. So man, so it's a wonderful inheritance. That covenant, the bonds of the forever covenant. That's what you gotta do. Repent with your whole heart and come back into the bonds of the forever covenant. And everything gonna change. You don't have much time. You don't have much time. A dream I have. And I'm gonna repeat this dream to you about, and I'm gonna tell it to you again about not too long ago, about the boxcar. Yeah, the train boxcar. It's not the boxcar. It's the train, and all the cars were flat. And I told you, I woke up that morning, boy, and I was out there, and all the trees and everything on the mountain had been cut down, and it was prepared. And then the next thing I heard. And every time that train hit that, and anybody know they how trains go, and they hit a certain spot, and that wheel goes up and go, and boy, that was doing it. Was coming around and been doing that. Then the next thing, the old man walks up, and as I was listening to that, and I was listening to one of the Williams Brothers songs. I can't think of the name of it now. But anyway, I was listening to one of the Williams Brothers songs, and as that train was playing, that music was playing, then the old man just walked up. Told he had a bald head, black spots, a back patches on his head, few teeth missing. Everybody got teeth missing. So, so that's when he said, I was about to ask him how old he was, and he said 12,000. He said 12,000. He used to say he used to be 101, but now it's 12,000. And he said, so I was thinking about the acreage of land, but he says 12,000. He said, this land I'm dividing with, this is my children's inheritance. 12,000 acres. Yeah, this is different. He didn't say 12,000, he didn't say 12,000. This is my children's inheritance that I'm dividing with them. That's right. And that train is clap, clap, clap. And boy, in my spirit, when I first woke up, my spirit said 360 calls. I said, man, that's gonna take. I said, that's gonna take all day. But it's not all day. Now, I'm explaining the dream to you. So after he said that, and they said that, I said, man, that's gonna take all day for them calls to pay. I just say it like that. And then the next thing you know, I look over there with after all the calls had passed, I see a truck. It's a silver truck. And on the truck, they had written the Saints, just like that Saints, trail truck. And it was pointing west. It had Saints written on it, 4-door silver truck, looked like the Dodge truck. That's what it looked like. But anyway, so they had the Saints written underneath the Saint. They had big bold letters on, at least 1 foot tall. STOYB, something like that. It's either, I know it's STOYB, and I don't think I could make out that long that, but at the top of the Saints on the bottom of that. And then I woke up from that dream. But it took me a while to think about the dream, and I'll let you know. 1 year, 360. So that's almost a year. And I say it's going to take all day. And what is a day? A year. A day is a year. That's what it is. And so now the 12,000 are being prepared. 12,000 from each tribe. Remember that, 144,000, 12,000. Now I tell you, on this guy, and he could really have it. All he have to do is take his time. Listen to this channel one time. Go get them books and study them books. Don't just read it. Study them books and fall back in the bonds of the Holy Covenant. Then everything that he see gonna change, and then he's gonna know exactly what they're doing, how they're doing, and what is going on. Because I listen to him. You know, I listen to him. I know truly what's going on, and I see all the bits and pieces that he not getting. He don't know. He got a lot now. I'm not telling you that he doesn't have, that he's completely out. Nope. I'm telling you that. It's a lot he has, but he doesn't know what's truly going on. But a lot of it he does know. And so the time the Lord God said, at least I cut those days short. No life should be saved. So you contaminate yourself. This morning, I'm watching, see when you watch the CBS News, that news is like them demons are what they call those private, what the people call it? I know they say Illuminati or what the other people names? Can't even think of them people names, because that's, I'm not into all that. The Masons and all those private organizations, all of them the same. Devil controlling them all, and they don't even know that the devil is controlling them all. Truthfully, the devil is in control of all that. He just let you think that you are in control, but really he's in control of all that. That's right. And then all that devil promised you, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it, because only eternal life only can come from the Lord God. Eternal life. Now, he might give you eternal life, but it's not going to be in paradise. It's going to be in torment and in hell and in the abyss. I'm just telling you. The devil's coming back. Go listen to the book of Adam and Eve. The book of St. Bartholomew, the Apocrypha of St. Paul, and listen to all the epistles of St. Philip. And listen, that was point blank said, whenever I told you something and I kept it. That's what he said. No, whenever I told you something, I did it. That, that's what it is. It's a grand deceit. My time is up. But anyway, so that's how I got the books, and I suggest to you, the Lord God have sent me to you. Now I'm not just only sent, I'm chosen. And one day we'll get into that too. And I tell you that I'm chosen. That come out his mouth, not mine. He told me that. And so, I'm chosen. But anyway, so that's how I got the books. And I hope that you take the time and get the books. And I have dreams, man. I have so many dreams that the Lord God made me write down. He made me write them down. That's right. In the dream, he told me, he sent one of my kinfolk and said, man, you should write that down. And then I started writing them down. Next thing you know, I had so many dreams written down, man. I said, man. And I look around here and I look at all these people and say, man, I couldn't believe I had all these dreams written down. Yeah, but anyway, this is not about might and all about power. Until next time, I am Elijah.